Thank you. So I wanted to get some clarity or to clean up some vibration around my liver and my thyroid. Let's see. I have a suspicion about what it is. My liver enzymes are high and my thyroid is low. And it feels to me that I'm in a kind of push-pull energy.
You know, it's tricky because you can wiggle your thumbs and you can wiggle your nose and you can move your body to a certain extent, but you have no conscious control over the function of your liver. What are you doing? I'm exercising my liver. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
No, I can't go out with you tonight. I'm working on my thyroid. And what happens when you get information about some specific imbalance, and then in your having no clue what to do about it, you focus upon it, you just make greater resistance. Mm-hmm. And so we know that you've listened enough and you're wise enough. We know that if we hadn't decided to make fun right away, that you would have explained that you recognize that there's something vibrational and therefore some thought at the heart of it. Mm-hmm. But we really want you to understand that in the same way that you really cannot specifically do it, even when you go to doctors who give you stuff that they think is presenting some or extracting some response from your physical body, it is paramount to surgery with a chainsaw. In other words, all of that stuff is so bulky in comparison to what your chemical factory, physical body could do for itself. Mm-hmm. So we just want you to leave this gathering understanding that the cells of your body understand perfectly how to function with one another. Mm-hmm. They have this magnificent communication system that's going on. And as the cells send out requests, in other words, when your cell, any cell in your body gets out of whack, it sends out a request and source answers it immediately. And unless you as the thinker, our friend says, as the ego, as the concentrator, as the focuser of the thought that dominates this body, unless you are doing something that gets in the way of that communication, then the cells act, source answers, and you come into balance. In fact, you're all doing it all day, every day. If all of you could go to the doctor every 15 or 20 minutes next week, right after you get off the cruise would be a good time to do it, because your bodies are quite different than they were when you got on the ship, for lots of reasons. In other words, if you would go for a complete checkup, they would find all kinds of higher and lower levels in your body than you might like to see or than they might like to see. But every time you go, those levels would be changing because your chemical factory is finding its balance. It's like sometimes, if they're really quick, your lungs will be full of air. Sometimes not so much. And on and on and on and on. So as you realize that your body knows what to do, and you are not trying to do the impossible, which is understand your liver or understand your thyroid or understand, instead you're just reaching, as you are frustrated with someone, for thoughts that are less frustrated. As you feel resentful about something, you're reaching for less resentment. As you are reaching for more and more improved thoughts until you are predominantly feeling good, what happens is you allow your body to thrive in the way that it wants to and will, when it's not subjected to those thoughts. Sometimes you can even be in an atmosphere. Some of you are very susceptible to what's going on around you. Jerry spends a little bit of time in Los Angeles and realizes that he doesn't want to live there because his eyes and nose begin to run. He doesn't. The air is not as clean as he wants it to be, and his body. Now he would adapt to it if he would stay long enough, but he figures, why adapt to something unpleasant? And we say the same thing. Why not move yourself through the power of your thought into vibrational alignment and allow your body to thrive? So So then you say, so what thoughts am I thinking? And we say,
Right.
in the same way, you don't have to do liver exercises. You don't have to ferret out the exact thought that is causing some disruption with some specific part of your body. You really don't. And it's so much less troubling when you stop trying to do that. Because when you say, I've got a problem here that I'm going to solve, even the idea of reaching for a healing is upstream, isn't it? When you say, I'm going to heal something, what's your attention on? The disease, the sickness, the problem. And so when you say, I'm going to allow well-being, it's a whole different thing, isn't it? So as you just begin saying things to yourself, such as, my vibrant body knows what to do, and now I know what to do, and I've been putting up with a whole lot of negative thoughts like almost everybody else on the planet because I didn't know the importance of downstream thoughts. I didn't realize how far out of whack I was with who I really am because I didn't until just recently know who I really am. And now I've got this real thirst to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and even better, I know what to do. And I know that I'm stable. I know that I don't have any incredible imbalance. I'm appreciative of whatever medicine I'm taking that's giving me some stability. All of that is fine. And now I'm just reaching for the thoughts that feel better, the thoughts that feel better, the thoughts that feel better, coming more into alignment with every thought, really. When we first began interacting with a lot of you through our enthusiastic offering about the power of your thought, many of you became afraid of your thoughts. And you don't need to be afraid of your thoughts. You have so much leeway. You don't have to be afraid of your thoughts. Just think them until you figure out what the trend is. And when you've figured out you've got an upstream trend, then try to turn it downstream, or at least let go of the oars and it will turn on its own.
Okay.
Clear enough?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.